up, Whitey Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Anime Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for March Comes in Like a Lion, Season 1, Episode 16. Now, the beginning of this episode is basically a recap of what happened in the second half of last week's episode, which I was totally fine with. After the opening song, we're continuing on with chapter 76's adaptation, which is, it says, even in the anime, White Storm Part 4 continued. And where we're starting off is literally where we left off, which is on page 11 of chapter 76. So without further ado, let's get to it. So I guess we're just skipping this part, which is, I'm Kiriyama. I called a little while ago. Yes, Kiriyama-sama, we've been awaiting you. Here you are, the two rooms on the non-smoking floor. Room numbers 507 and 508. That was skipped. Okay, so this was skipped as well, which was, hold on. This is on page 12. Phew, I'm glad I managed to get to a hotel. My legs are sopping wet. I guess I'll dry these off. Was skipped. Which, you know, I gotta say, it's extremely unusual that this anime is skipping content. I'm really surprised. Because instead what we get is we see the monsoon outside and then just go straight to Kiriyama laying down. And I kind of have a problem with it. I really want, yeah, I know it's just small dialogue, but the thing is that March Comes in Like a Lion usually includes everything. So that's why I'm kind of just like, huh? Are you just trying to adapt as many chapters as you can this week? Like, what are you doing, Studio Shift? So at the 5-minute, 54-second mark, we finished the rest of chapter 76's adaptation. And the last part of it was good. I enjoyed the last part of it when the chairman basically said, SOUYA hasn't been able to hear you, right? It's giving us confirmation that SOUYA he's deaf. But I'm very curious, because usually with deaf people, like, the way they speak is really, it's really weird. I don't know how to describe it. But SOUYA can speak perfectly. He can speak eloquently. So, it's been a while since I've read this manga. So, I'm curious if we're gonna find out the whole story, or if we never, I don't remember if we ever do, to be honest, because, again, last time I binge read this manga was back in December. No, it was sooner than that. It was like back during the summer. So it's been a minute for me. So anyway, let's get to the next portion of the episode, which is the adaptation of chapter 77, which is titled White Storm Part 5. And I really like that instead of, you know, the white title card that we usually get, it matches the manga, which has this black title card. Really liked it. That was a nice touch, anime. Well, this explains it. So so SOUYA became deaf really, it all really started 10 years ago. And something I like is that you notice we haven't had any music up to this point. I really like that here when we start the SOUYA's, a little bit of SOUYA's backstory, that we get this beautiful piano. It's really, really nice. All right, I really like, because in the manga we see like this aura around SOUYA as well. I really like that the anime kept that. And then something I really like in the transition is with the white with the black snow and then going into the actual white snow. That was really, really nice. That was a nice touch, anime. then I like, as Kiriyama's remembering SOUYA, we have this beautiful somber flute coming in, and it's just so beautiful. This is what I like about Studio Shift. Is Studio Shift knows how to utilize their soundtrack, and it's just freaking fantastic. I like when Kiriyama is saying the screen went black, because in the manga it does that too, where it's black with the white it's like a line of black. So he was already. So I really like that. Anime, you are just Studio Shift. If you are focusing on Toya's not Toya. Why did I say Toya? If you're just focusing on Soya's backstory, I completely understand why you skip some of the small parts in chapter 76. Ooh, okay. When they go back to SOUYA sleeping, I really like that we see him and his whole body is covered in a white aura, because in the manga what it shows is just him. It's him in white. It's like all white for him, and then it's like a black background to represent that SOUYA is really in his own world. And you gotta give SOUYA major props for how he carries himself and how he's able to compensate for being deaf, and that only a few people know about it, which is really interesting. And it makes you think that because he's deaf, it heightens his other senses are going to be heightened, and you have to wonder if he's really only able to truly communicate is through shogi. That would make a lot of sense if you think about it. Oh my god! Okay, they gave us that black screen after all. It's at the 8-minute 55-second mark. Oh, it's so nice! Oh my god! The blanket's not supposed to be patterned, but fuck it, I will give it a pass because it looks really nice. But god, that black background with the white crystal, looks like white crystals, the way it like little things of ice. I just really, it's just so beautiful. Like, it is just perfect. Like, everything down to the hair. This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is just beautiful artwork right here. Let's see. So something that the chairman says that really sticks out for me is he says that that something that stood out for him was during the match was that Kiriyama and SOUYA were able to basically communicate via shogi, and it makes a lot of sense on Kiriyama's part because Kiriyama had nothing else but shogi growing up. So it makes a lot of sense for him to be for Kiriyama to be able to communicate with shogi when that's all that was mainly his only friend growing up, if you think about it. And right when they show Kiriyama and SOUYA's match, when they flash back to it, that's when the music kicks up again, because there's a little bit of a silence, and then it kicks up again with this beautiful cello and the piano. It's just so, oh my god, the soundtrack is just really eerie. And something else that I gotta say I really like about the soundtrack in particular, you don't like the problem with Ancient Magus Bride, for example, is that they constantly reuse the same music. But with March Comes In Like a Lion, not every piece is the same, and I really like that about this soundtrack. I really love the analogy that's used here about the sky looking like it's painted by a child, and I love how the anime executed it. Oh my god, the sky is just gorgeous! Oh my god, I love the animation Studio Shift used here when Kiriyama's thinking. It didn't feel real at all. The storm yesterday felt so far away, it seemed like it had been a dream, and I love that they used the painting style! Oh my god, because I think they did that because of what Kiriyama said about the sky looking like it was painted on. It was painted like by a child. I love that the next frame with that it didn't feel real at all. It looks like a fucking painting. It's so beautiful, and that's why this anime is considered art. It is not just a perfect manga to anime adaptation. Studio Shift utilizes that animation the animation to its full potential. Fuck, it goes beyond the full potential, and it's truly beautiful. I mean, yes, Black Clover. I'm gonna give another example. Yes, Black Clover lately has been a really good manga to anime adaptation. Fuck, you could say the same about. Shokugeki no Soma is okay as a manga to anime adaptation, but and a better example would be My Hero Academia season 2. But the thing is that even though the animation is beautiful for like My Hero Academia and for Shokugeki no Soma, I feel like they could utilize it more and make it even grander than it is. And that's why like animes like Hoseki no Kuni and March Comes in Like a Lion and Hakume no Mikochi stand out to me more as art than as an anime. It's just so beautiful, especially this week with how it's how Studio Shift is utilizing the score. It's just really beautiful. God, during this scene you had not just the cello anymore, you had the rest of the strings come in with this beautiful piano. And when we get to the end of the scene and going on to, Kiriyama going back to school, you have that piano just like ending like a this beautiful chord. Oh my god. It's so good. Oh my god. Like this scene here when he's talking about when Kiriyama's mentioning that he's going back to school, or when he got back to school, like the animation is just gorgeous. Especially like when at the beginning of it, like it is just beautiful. And then when Kiriyama's sitting in the class, he's like, oh, you could definitely see him standing out, Kiriyama standing out, and like the rest of the class, the students and the teacher are like white, and it's so, oh god, I love this anime so much. This anime does not get enough recognition, and it pisses me off, and I will get to it when I explain what I did for the Crunchyroll Awards, because some of those categories were meh, if you ask me. But anyway, oh my god, at the 11-minute 33-second mark, like when Kiriyama's about to go to the flashback, you have him like in white first, and then it's like this dark, this going over him, and it's so cool because it's like that in the manga, kind of. You have the panel with Kiriyama with his hand like this, and it's white, and then it goes to like a black panel with Kiriyama in there. I like that the black covered Kiriyama too. That was really a nice touch, Studio Shift. My god. Oh my god, the shot of SOUYA and then the shot of Kiriyama. God, it looks like a goddamn painting. It's so beautiful. Oh my god. Ooh, I like it because in the manga, in this you have the white background. This is in the flashback, but you have like this white snow. I really like that the anime used black snow with the white background because for the contrasting purposes, and it looks so good. Oh my god. I can actually forgive this episode now for skipping the content because it's just so beautiful. Oh, I gotta talk about this last part of chapter 77 adaptations, when his adaptation when Kiriyama is saying, I just couldn't get that sound out of my head, and then we got the clack of the shogi. Oh, the shogi piece. Oh my god, what a way to end the episode. Oh my god, like or not the episode, and the portion of the episode, but god, this adaptation was fucking pure art. I fucking have goosebumps right now. Oh my god, Studio Shift, I gotta tell you, they've been stepping up their game in 2018. My god. It is, oh, I'm glad they did this arc so beautifully, because this portion of the manga, I was actually, besides, you know, the bully arc, I was crying, because I felt so bad for SOUYA. But anyway, let's get to chapter 78's adaptation. And and the next portion of the episode is chapter 78's adaptation, which is titled Restart. And there's one other thing I want to mention about chapter 77's adaptation, is that I love what the title and the end card is. The title card, remember, it was all black, but the end card was white, and I just thought that was really nice. And then for the Restart title card, you have the white with the pink writing, which I think is beautiful. I really like it. So let's get to this. Let's get to chapter 78's adaptation. God, I love Akari's explanation of the dish. It is of her eggs, of the soft-boiled eggs. It is so freaking nice, and it's so adorable. I freaking love the sound effects. The sound effects are so goddamn funny. But this I gotta say, I love the contrast with this portion of the episode compared to the other ones, because the other ones were freaking somber, they were dark, and they were a little bit depressing. But here it's like all happy and what's the other word? It's like it's so joyous, happy, and fun. I love that they even showed the cats excited because they're all cut up. And then we got the family manual. I really like that they showed the printing before, which looks really freaking cool. It looks like stitching. And the Kawamoto family manual for absolutely successful soft-boiled eggs looks so freaking nice. Oh my god. These sound effects really fucking make this anime so much fun, and it's really bringing the manga to life, and it's hilarious and adorable. But it was supposed to be pork ribs, not pork belly, but whatever. I can't eat that because I'm a Jew, so I've never tasted like braised pork or anything like that. Never. It'd have to be beef. But I'm cutting down on my red meat, so in this case it'd have to be chicken. Oh, that photo for Chio with the puppies is so cute. We're so fluffy and adorable. I love when Kiriyama's walking and we hear the clack of the shogi pieces, and that it like at the 16-minute 52-second mark, it shows the game card. It's like, I gotta tell you, this episode, like, sound wise, it's just freaking awesome. And you have this contrast going on here from like that happy, joyous spirit that we had at the beginning of this portion of the episode to like the silence, and the only thing you could hear is the clack of the shogi pieces, and I really like that. Oh my god! This is what I love about this series is it's like the little things, like Shimada's face, and this is at like the 17-minute 21-second mark, like the look on it, the close-up of his face with the blue background. Oh, it's so awesome, and you have the grit. But Kiriyama is so occupied with the whole match, and like and I also, something else I liked prior to this was that we kind of flashed back to like the match and just focused on the shogi pieces. I thought that was really a nice touch. Oh, when we get to the you want to meet with SOUYA again, we get that bells going on. And like the shot of SOUYA is just so beautiful. Oh my god. Ooh, when Kiriyama's going on about explaining the player rankings. I really love the visuals. It's so freaking nice. And the music is, the music is really like badass right here too. Ooh. Oh, that 19-minute, 29-second mark is just, oh, it's so pretty. But something I want to mention is I really like that they did the majority of the explanation before showing the Nikaido stuff. I thought that was really smart. Ooh, God, the black with the white. Oh, God, it looks so cool, especially the 19-minute, 44-second mark. Oh, my God, it looks so beautiful. Ooh, that transition when we see the night sky and get like that close-up of the moon. Oh, my God. Oh, it's so pretty. But my boy Nikaido lost. No, Nikaido. Correction. I got confused for a second. No, my boy Nikaido won. Boy won. During this banter Nikaido's having, I love the backgrounds. It is just so cool. That's what I want Studio Madhouse to do for Cardcaptor Sakura. But I like that there's like this yell. That was funny. Sorry, my camera was being weird for a second. That was funny as hell. Oh, the 22-minute, 13 and 14-second mark. Oh, my boy Nikaido looked like he was in a painting. God! Anime Studio Shift, you are really outdoing yourself right now. I totally understand why Kiriyama's laughing because Nikaido looks so fucking hilarious right now. But, God, I really love the animation for this scene. It is just really, really nice. Another thing, and the last part is that I've got to mention, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts, was I noticed in that end screen, or the end card, excuse me, the writing was black compared to the beginning where it was pink. I catch these little things. Overall, this adaptation of chapter 78 was just beautiful. Oh my God, the music, the sound effects are just fantastic. Oh my God. And you could see that there was this huge contrast going on in the soundtrack and fucking Kiriyama's mood. Like, he went from being really depressed to like really to laughing. Oh, Nikaido. Oh my God, this anime is just amazing, and it really makes me mad that it's not getting enough attention. Well, it's getting a little bit more attention than, like, say, a Hakume no Mikochi, but God, this is just fucking art. If you can't say that this is art, then I don't know what the I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you if you say that this is not art. This is pure art, and it is just gorgeous, and this is what I want from Studio Madhouse for Cardcaptor Sakura. Like, the animation and everything, like, just like the little things they did in that Studio Shift does with their animation and with their music is what I really want Studio Madhouse to do for Cardcaptor Sakura. Clear card arc. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What did you guys think of this episode? Did you guys like how Studio Shift really utilized the animation this week? Did you like the soundtrack? What was your favorite part of the episode? I really enjoyed the episode as a whole, to be quite honest. Man, 2018 is going to be the year of the lion, I swear. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion and / my struggle, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, my Patreon, my GoFundMe, or purchase something off my Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye!